This is Cornbread's review. Hey, this is Cornbread's review. This is Cornbread's review. Talk about the hottest movies, old and new. Cinema breakdown, grasping the truth. No acting, I leave that for the cast and the crew. They capture the cool, not theatrical rules. So you better be direct or you have to produce something to break in like last minute news and keep quiet when the real going Matt and they rules. Woo.
Yo, what up, people? Welcome back for another episode of Cornbread Movie Review. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe. I appreciate it. And don't only like and subscribe, though, but share it. Let the people know that I'm doing reviews every week, man. All types of reviews, all types of top 10s and story time with Cornbread and what else I'm doing. I got some other stuff working up too, man. I got something nice for y'all coming up. But I'm working. But I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming back again. And today we're going to discuss another movie review. All right. If you're new to the channel, understand I do each movie review in 5 different categories. Okay. You got acting, cinematography, storytelling. Did I get what I bought? And then is it a must see? I add it all up. Best you can get is 5 out of each category. Add it up. Spits out a number, and that's my Cornbread movie review. Then, of course, I ain't going to never leave y'all without a forgotten segment, okay? So, let's get into this movie. Today, we are going to discuss Black Adam. Black Adam, ladies and gentlemen, is out now. It's in theaters. It's rated PG-13. And we're going to talk about the good, bad, and the ugly in this movie. I know it's a lot of hype surrounded by it, so, hey, without further ado, let's get into it. First category is acting, okay? Who's in this movie? You got Dwayne Johnson. Now, he plays Black Adam. I'm always telling the truth on Cornbread Movie Review, man. I've seen better acting from Dwayne Johnson on Gridiron Gangs, from Pain and Gain, and it's another movie. I've seen his range tested in other ways, right? And this one, he looks the part. He looks like a superhero. Chisel. Till he live and eat weights. But my mans didn't say a word for like the first 20 minutes of the movie. Let me repeat that. He did not say a word for the first 20 minutes of the movie. Come on, man. Yeah, very active acting, but other than that, no range. Also in this movie, Sarah Shahi. She plays Isis. We'll get into the more of her story and who she is, but she's basically a mother. I guess a scientist or historian. We'll get into her situation, but she didn't have to play the tough one. She was tough in spirit, right? But she wouldn't really have to be tough and beat up people and different things like that. So she played her role okay. For me, everybody did average at best. There was one character who I felt like covered the range, and you felt his emotion. You felt he cared, and you felt his confidence, felt his wisdom, and that was Pierce Brosnan. That's the only person I felt like was believable to me. So for that, overall acting category is going to get a 3 out of 5 in the whole movie of Black Adam, because there's a lot of CGI as well, which took away some of the acting. And then when you did get a lot of the dialogue and interaction between characters, it was very stationary. And, I kind of got a problem with that. So we'll get into it. All right. Next category, cinematography. Cinematography. Things turn with this category. Now, this movie is almost 2 hours long. So, like I said, use the bathroom, get your popcorn, everything ready, sit tight, because you in for a ride. This movie was $195 million. 195 of them things. So they spent a pretty penny on let's say, the budget for the actors, first off, because they had a lot of, let's say, B-list and A-list celebrities. So that was pretty cool. But it seems like to me they spent a lot of this budget on, let's say, the CGI, the green screen, the costumes, the look of it. And you could tell they put a lot of work and effort into this and creativity. This film, watching this, you could tell it has you know how 300 was filmed? Very dark and gritty and vibrant colors in certain situations. You have slow-mo. You got, let's say, action-packed fight scenes all the time. The combat, beautiful. Them getting hit, you felt it. And even if, let's say, they had stunt doubles, they weren't noticeable. They're very particular in how they were filming certain scenes. People going through buildings, it looked flawless. You have a person that looks like, let's say, Doctor Strange, but then you got a person that's like Superman. And how do they interact? And you holding them down even though it's all fake, right? It's all green screen. Everything was flawless with that. Marvel usually does a great job in this, and I'm gonna say today for Black Adam, DC did a great job also on visually how did it feel. Even from music selection in certain areas, that's obviously in this category as well. Perfect timing. I love the costumes. This gives us a new characters instead of your normal Iron Man, Supermans, Batmans. These are new characters that kids can grow up and say, hey, that's me. I want to be that person, you know, or Halloween or something like that. So I really enjoy that. And the helmet, what? That helmet, I like, you know what helmet I'm talking about. Come on, man. The one that be telling you the future and stuff. The helmet's pretty cool. So I like that. The only issue I had with this movie visually is it kind of gets redundant over time if you keep seeing the same CGI characters fighting this. Like, okay, well, are they really trying to kill each other, or are we wasting our time? It kind of turned into a video game. Like, this would be great on, you know, Xbox or 360 or something like that. But watching it it became more redundant. You're like, all right, this looks like a video game now. Where's the movie aspect? So that's the only knock on it. But visually, everything else, enjoyed it. So for me, cinematography is going to get a 4.5 out of 5. Good job. Now, the next category is storytelling. Let's get into this, man. So the premise of this movie is you have a town or a country called Kondak, and it takes place 2060 BC. So way back in the day, before civilization, obviously. This is BC. And they're looking for a certain material, certain element, right? And you have the slaves looking, and they'll get whipped if they don't find this material, or if they do find it, they're like, all right, well, keep working. It's slave work, right? You don't get no prize for this, for finding this certain material. So you have them working. You have our individual who finds this item and proceeds to want a reward for this. As things transpire, a revolt happens, okay? Now, all this sets up for Black Adam. Now, you see that somebody is the chosen one. He gets knighted by, Shazam. It spits out Black Adam. So then the film says present day. Immediately you see these cars flying, these motorcycles flying. You have crazy inventions and all. That's not present day, bro. Stop. No, don't do that. If we know that if we're an audience and we know we're going into a superhero movie, don't tell me it's present day, but you got stuff flying when we all living in the present day, right? Like, say it's in the future. It don't matter. That's okay. You could do that. You're allowed to do that, but don't say it's present day and you have all this stuff that's going on. So I dislike that. Also, you're introduced to Sarah's character, as I mentioned before, immediately, right? Like, she's on the run from military, and you don't understand her background, right? Like, is she a scientist? Is she a historian? Is she trying to preserve the situation, or is she running from something? You don't know. You're just thrown into her fleeing or trying to get past security and then how did you find this cave? So felt very sped up. I have a problem with those things of if we're the audience, we're seeing this for the first time, but you missed some of the story. Give us the backstory. It's okay. We here. This is 2 hours. It's okay. You ain't got to rush. Had an issue with that. Now, it is based off of the comic books, right? So you have Shazam, who was, let's say, the Grand Wizard, granted the powers to Black Adam. I'm going to say allegedly because, you know, I ain't going to tell y'all everything from the movie. But it's in the comic books as well. And then he becomes unpleased with Black Adam, right? Because Black Adam is he's a bad guy. He kills people. And we're going to talk about that as well. So he tries to take back the powers. He does or he doesn't. We don't know. And then he gives the powers to Shazam, which is in another movie. So that's kind of the background of the comics and how we're introduced to Black Adam. As like I said, Black Adam is the bad guy. He's the bad guy because he takes no prisoners, right? For him, he feels like something's right. That means I'm going to kill the bad guy. He's not putting him for justice. He's not arresting them. He act like this is his first time in the country, and we're going to get into that as well. So they create this justice team to stop Black Adam. So that's what the whole movie is. You see these individuals, justice team, trying to stop Black Adam, and they're going back and forth, and it's that dynamic. Best way I could describe Black Adam is he's Superman in another country. That's the best way I could describe it. All right. Now, you could tell they took some things from Marvel on storytelling and what people enjoy, and the key notes on what you should do in a Marvel movie. All right. If you're going to have a superhero, you have to have other superheroes around surrounding them, right? So everybody can feel like they're one of them. Girls, guys, different races, diversity. You need that. Don't make it rated R so you can have more sales. They did that, made it PG-13. If you're going to kill somebody, don't put blood in it, right? Okay, they did that. They killed a lot of people, but they didn't have blood. And while you at it, make it funny, right? Put up some jokes in. They did have some good jokes, but then they also had some bad jokes. And that's one of the knocks from Marvel that, come on, man. You have individuals who grew up watching these characters. And we understand that those people have kids now at this point. Everything doesn't have to be a joke, right? We're okay. We like the serious time. So with all that being said is the story started to go all over the place, right? Like, are they trying to save him? What really happened with him? Are they still trying to find the crown? Like, it was too many things going on, especially for the first movie. If they had a chance to break this down into 2 parts so you could get more in depth and fall in love with the characters instead of just straight through. And if you're there for Black Adam, you're there for Black Adam, but you're learning all these other things. So I think they fell flat on those particular parts of the storytelling. One major flaw that I had is you have The Rock, who's the wise man at the beginning of the movie, right? I'm not going to tell you all everything, but I have to get this point across. He's an individual who's speaking knowledge, right? And looking for pitfalls and trying to help out people. Now he comes back as Black Adam, and he remembers the past, but now he's acting like he doesn't understand society. He doesn't even know what sarcasm is. Like, he's learning this language all over that it doesn't make sense. You have him like he's like an alien to this world, but he's not. He's from this world. So that really pissed me off as a movie critic watching this. Like, why are we treating him like he's dumb or he's not from this planet so he doesn't understand anything? So had a problem with that. Overall, I know I was going on a tangent, but storytelling for me is going to get a 3.5 out of 5. They dropped the ball on a lot of things, but some issues that I had a problem with, they corrected it at the end, right? So I didn't highlight those things. So 3.5 out of 5 for me. All right, next category. Did I get what I bought? This movie is prime time right now. It's in IMAX. It's not in 3D, but it's in the big theaters, big boy seats. So it really depends on when you go during the week, but your ticket probably gonna be $15, $20, $25, especially. But I'm in Atlanta as well, so it might be a pricier ticket, but you're gonna pay for this one. And it's only in theaters. It's not streaming or anything like that. Now, you got to understand, man. Black Adam kills people. That's why we here. Wolverine kills people. That's why we here. We're not here to play no games. We're not here to fall in love. We're not here to kumbaya and hug. No, he's cooking up a lot of people. And that's why I came here. And you get that. That's a great thing. There's no blood, right? So he's cooking up people, but they do it. He's fatalities, but he's doing it in a peaceful way, right? You don't have to be over gory to get your point across. Like he threw people. You know they dead. But he threw them and you get to see it. So it's pretty cool with that. Now, I already discussed, they told a little bit of history of Black Adam, especially from Shazam movie, especially with Shazam movies previously. They touch on that and how did we get to the current Shazam movie. So I really like that. And they kept the same characters. Good job. And plus there's a small twist, which is always good. Twists are always good where it's not predictable. So for me, did I get what I bought? I'm going to say a 4 out of 5. You paid a little premium price for this movie, but you get all the accolades and all the things that you're looking for in this movie. So 4 out of 5 for me. Last category, is it a must-see? Now, this is a DC movie. I really love how they tied in the Justice League, Shazam, Suicide Squad, all that together, especially using the same characters, just how Marvel does it. I see what y'all doing, man. But let me be clear. I see the news out there, I'm going to say fake news, that this is the best DC movie ever produced. No, don't do that. This movie's not better than The Dark Knight. That's, to me, is the best DC movie ever produced. It's not better than Joker. And Joker just came out. Come on, man. Stop being prisoners of the moment, man. This movie is pretty solid, but don't just go off of... Stop that, man. But I am going to say there is an end credit. So do not get up, just like Marvel. Wait till the end credit is over, all right? Thank me later. You're going to enjoy that one. So for me, is it a must-see? I'm going to say 4 out of 5. Overall, Black Adam receives a 4 out of 5 from Cornbread Movie Review. Make sure you check out my 2022 movies. We are getting towards the end of the year. I got a couple more ideas I want to drop for y'all and do some things. Let me know if y'all like the different series that I try to, mix it up for y'all, man. So appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe. Now this is the part of the movie part of the review where I give you the forgotten segment. A forgotten segment is a movie that you forgot, you never heard of, or you watched it and you know you need to go back and double watch it. I'm not going to be lying, right? It's a classic movie. So I'm going to give y'all a clue, man. See if y'all can guess what movie I'm talking about. Now, this movie came out in 1991. And the crowd says, Rufio, Rufio, Rufio. Tell me what movie I'm talking about. That's easy, bro. Stop. I'll be giving y'all easy ones, man. Tell me what movie it is. Time's up. You ready? That movie is Hook. Come on, man. Classic. This movie, man, I remember this as a kid. I dressed up as Peter Pan, man, on Halloween, man. So this movie has Robin Williams. Loved it. Rest in peace to him. This is, to me, one of his top 5 movies of all time from him. So check out Hook from 1991. Check out Black Adam. It is in theaters now. And check out my other movie reviews. Let me know if you agree, disagree with me, right in the description box. Make sure you like and subscribe, share it to the channel, and I'll be back. I'm not playing. I'll be back next week again. Holla at your boy. Peace.